Did XRP just get left out of the administration's view of the crypto market and integration into everyday reports? Or is there something a little bit deeper? Is there something further that is planned for XRP, Brad Garlinghouse, and the entire Ripple team? Well, I'm going to break it down for you in this video, as well as taking a look at some pretty big news coming out of JP Morgan, a new filing going into the SEC, and more importantly, a very interesting price prediction from none other than Da Vinci, the man that bought Bitcoin at $1, not Leonardo. So with that being said, if you're interested in all that kind of stuff and you want to make sure your portfolio is dialed in, guess what? We're here every day, making sure that you are locked in this bull market. So hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. So before we get to, I guess, the kind of reasoning of what we talked about as to why XRP wasn't included in that Howard Lutnick statement, I want to talk a little bit about Messari's new report, the state of the XRP ledger, because ultimately, if the XRP is going to succeed, this has to be a big part of it. And it's something I've been talking about now for probably the last 18 months as to why I think it's going to be such a big part. Now, we've broke down these reports previously, so I thought it was worthwhile just sort of touching on some of the key points that came out of this report. Well, the reality is the SEC listing standards for crypto ETPs became public, revealing a requirement of at least 6 months of futures tracking before listing. XRP was listed on Coinbase Derivative Exchange in April, paving the way for US spot ETF approval and listing in the fall. And this is important to reference. They want data. Many people just believe it's political. Many people believe the SEC just simply doesn't want to do it. These are going to come quick. And the fact of the matter now is that they hit all the requirements that are needed to list these reports. Ripple's USD pegged stablecoin RLUSD closed Q2 with a market cap of 65.9 million. That's up 49.4% quarter over quarter. That's a big deal, by the way. With all the Circle IPO, USDC, as well as many others, Ripple's RLUSD is starting to make some significant headways. Now, XRPL closed Q2 with an all-time high RWA market cap of 131.6 million. That's a big deal. And the XRPL's EVM sidechain went live on June 30th, providing XRPL's ecosystem access to that EVM developers and functionality. And again, something that many people just kind of don't talk about. The report goes into a significant further level of detail. One of the ones I just wanted to touch on was this. And this shows you the growth of XRP's ledger. Really important. Back in Q2 of 2024, the circulating market cap of around 26.5 billion is now $132 billion. That is a significant growth from those previous dates. And actually, you can see revenue has nearly 5x'd from that initial Q2 2024. What does that tell us? It tells us XRPL is expanding like crazy. And that then begs the question, why wasn't it used as part of the Trump announcement or the Howard Lutnick announcement? Well, the reality is there is a ton of speculation. And you know we love speculation here on the channel. None of this is true or proven to be true, but it certainly definitely is worth a think. So why did XRP get left out? Well, the appearance of favoritism. We know that Trump had officially and actually tweeted out about XRP way back when. We know Brad Garlinghouse has been appointed to the Trump Council, particularly when it comes to cryptocurrency, but they don't want to appear as though the administration was picking winners beyond major players. The goal seemed to maintain neutral among digital. That's important. Maybe it was just a market cap mention. David Sachs, the White House so-called crypto czar, clarified that mentions of XRP, Solana, and Cardano were not official endorsements. We saw how crazy those pumps were before. It is all about policy over buzz. The political standpoint could be to stay away from some of these and ultimately mixed signals. Critics have pointed out that forming a crypto reserve may benefit certain insiders or campaign supporters. Now, you know, Zach XPT coming out saying that XRP was basically just liquidity farming on all that kind of stuff. Sounds like someone was just a little bit salty. But what could be the possible reasonings? Well, look at that. XRP mentioned in the reserve plan. It wasn't then in the July 30th, 2025 report. Avoiding favoritism, illustrative, not directive, and deeper policy, which is not crypto banding, could all be things to speculate. However, these, in my opinion, will play insignificant as XRPL continues to build that we've just talked about, and therefore, more importantly, adoption is coming. I mean, even the biggest Bitcoin maxi himself, Da Vinci Gemini, is talking about XRP. He's talking about a $5 XRP ASAP, an all-time high 365, getting absolutely destroyed. Lots of bullish news coming in. Again, Da Vinci Gemini said he thinks is regarded as a strong supporter of Bitcoin, described the maximalist as an early call for XRP and being taken very seriously in the markets. If you want to take these markets seriously, by the way, and you want to trade on one of the best exchanges out there, check out Bitunix, my new exchange partner. Look at this. We've partnered up to bring you a brilliant offer. 28 days left. Guess what? You're going to get 40%. That's right. 40% rebate on all of your trading between August 26th and September the 25th. Heading over, by the way, first 100 users to sign up will get a $10 futures bonus for free. And by the way, many of you are heading over there and, signing up, which is great. But look at this, 40%. Deposit $100 and trade once, get $40 back. Are you kidding me right now? Up to $1,000, you're going to get $400 of free USDT to go and trade there all over your futures. And that's not all. There is even more. I was like, Bitunix, give us some more stuff. Trade over $2 million, you're going to earn another $400 in futures bonuses as well. No KYC available all over the globe. Link in the description. Get over there, get signed up. Definitely recommend it. Now, the other thing to note, by the way, when it comes to XRP is that we are seeing expansion into the DeFi space. This is all to do with Horizon protocol. Very bullish indeed, actually, all through Aave Labs. The new Ethereum-based Horizon lending marketplace, which has RLUSD on it. Very good news. And this is all to do with that EVM sidechain that we've talked about. And it is at the core of DeFi's institutional bridge. More and more are looking to get exposure to XRP. And this is why when we talk about ETFs and all the rest of it, well, it's going to get pretty crazy when it comes to it. And speaking of ETFs, we actually saw this coming in from the team here at Tidal Trust, which I think is important to reference, the new leveraged long. And this is going to be all specifics to do with XRP, and then another filing that's going in. Actually, we're seeing a number of these coming. So it is only a matter of time and before all of this gets put to bed and we actually see a significant move in the market. Regulatory clarity is supporting the narrative, and XRP, in my opinion, set for a strong move. Again, in the charts, look at this. We talked about this on my live stream, 4 p.m. Eastern every day. Don't miss it. We talked about this pattern. Look how well, yet again, this is playing out for XRP. This could be the moment we break. We could come and retest a bit of a low range, depending on what the market does, before a blast off. But in my opinion, I think we're here. I think September's going to start. Many people think we're going to dump, and I think we could go the other way. 318 is my price prediction coming very soon. Hopefully in the markets. Now, if you want to get more alpha like that, make sure you join my Discord or take a look at what's going on over at TikTok. We actually have an alpha group over there. It's $3 a month. It's absolutely what it's all about. So check out the links in the description as always and let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.